Hey everybody, before we get started in this video, I just want to say I know that there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to be leaving out, and I want to thank the lady here from Rise Together channel. She found some well-researched information out and a site dating back from a forum, as a matter of fact, paulding.com. I'm not going to show you some names here. I'm just going to scroll through. But she provided some post in this forum dating back from early 2000s, 2004, 2005, around in that area. And they were talking about Walmart tunnels and Walmart being built in conjunction with the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? So I scrolled through some of these forum posts and found some very interesting stuff. And if it wasn't for this lady right here, Rise Together, I would not have been able to piece together what I think that may be some explosive information. Now, I think that. Now, you may have a different viewpoint on that, but we will find out. Well, I'm not sure if you can see this map here exactly. But this is one of the maps that she found, and I'm going to use the map that she provides here only for ease to keep transferring back and forth the information that I want to share with you. So, in recent news here with, let's say, Jade Helm, and let's take a look at the Jade Helm map here just for 1 second. Okay, so you have, of course, we already know that Texas and Utah have been listed as hostile territories. All of these states right here, Texas, and what I just recently reported yesterday that came from Dave Hodges, the Common Sense Show, is that an Air Force base near Lubbock, Texas, was just kind of erected with fence lines and everything, and there appears to be a surface-to-air missile platform there behind the fence, as you can see. But interestingly enough, you don't see Lubbock, Texas mentioned on the map right here, right? You just see kind of activity as they've encircled it right here in this locale. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to notice Utah right here, this star point right here. And we're going to leave this map here. We're done with that. I just wanted to point out some of these facts here. Also, I want you to remind you of the fact, do you remember the New Mexico territory that the feds laid claim to, like 500,000 federal lands? It was 500,000 acres around this area right here that they laid claim to, right? So keep that in mind. And now let us resume back to our map here on the Rise Together channel. Now, this map of this inner earth of these appears to be tunneling systems under the earth. And what I want you to notice is here, there doesn't appear to be a tunnel that leads this way from the site of the Jade Helm. But interestingly enough, there is a tunnel system right here at Lubbock, Texas area, right here. And as you can see, that is in fact Lubbock, Texas. See it right there? And you can see it right there. Now, the other interesting things that I wanted to point out here about this is, of course, Southern California, the insurgent area, is marked, and it does have a circular area here. If you remember the map, Utah, right here, there is a point of the Air Force Base marked right there. Now, what is the other interesting things that I found here that really have piqued my interest? Do you remember the Bundy Ranch standoff? Do you remember Bunkerville is right there? Look, I want you to look at this. From San Francisco, this is, I do believe, San Francisco right here. And look, I want you to see that line that goes right through Nevada down and goes right directly across the Bunkerville Bundy Ranch. Right there. Don't think so? Let's take a look. One of the other maps of the tunneling systems right here, as you'll be able to see that it's on this site that was also found by Rise Together, is right here. If you look at these underground tunneling systems, and there's one right here, and it goes right directly across here, right? And there's also one spot right there that goes right across this area. Let's take a look at Bunkerville. Here is Bunkerville right here in the very corner. Remember? That line went directly across right from here, down, and right across there. And that is Bunkerville, Nevada. Look at that. Isn't that very interesting? See, were we wrong about why they wanted all of those ranches in that area? Does this have to do with something about exiting for some of these tunnels, that they needed exit points along the way for some reason? Could that be it? Possibility. But let's take a look at some more. Now, according to the map right here, if you look, this is San Diego is right here. This is San Bernardino. This would be San Bernardino, I do believe, or maybe even, oh, no, it wouldn't be LA. LA's more this way. But what I want you to notice is the tunnel system here that goes right up through California this way and comes right up here near Crescent City or probably San Quentin, or, well, no, that's way much higher than that. But right below the Oregon borderline right here, watch this. You see it goes up right through Oregon. See this right here? And you see it's more to the west coast than towards the east. Well, what do you guys make of that? Let's take a look. Here is the map right here, as you'll be able to see coming up right through this way. And take a look at this. See this line right here? This is the tunnel right here. Watch. Right there. See it? Grants Pass. This is exactly where the BLM situation is going with the gold mine. All of a sudden, with all of this Jade Helm and all of this other activity last year with the Bundy Ranch, all of the other stuff that's going on right now that we're seeing, look at this. The tunnel runs right along the same path as Grants Pass and the gold mining standoff situation with Oath Keepers and some of the local militia. Right there. See it? Now for what I like to call the piece de resistance. Let's take a look at going up here to the north. As you can see, here is Montana, right? And you see here we have Washington. And as you can tell, watch this. If you look at coming up here through Canada, going down all the way to California, very interesting. And there's junction points coming from Canada this way, going through Montana, going this way. My militia contact, Mr. Trockman, he had informed me that FEMA had some kind of activity trailers that they had brought up to Montana in this area. Very interesting, and they didn't know what exactly they were going to be used for. But this is the area right here, right? Comes down right through Lubbock, Texas area, right there where we saw the missile battery platform. But what else do you see? What else does everybody see here? Look up above Montana. See this tunnel that leads right up here to this circular area right here? You guys know what that is? I bet you don't, do you? Let me show you. This was Dabu 7's video that someone had posted to him, letting him know that there was a military convoy being taken by railroad heading in a westerly direction, heading towards Edmonton, and they were going to Camp Wainwright, right? You guys remember that? Camp Wainwright. Where is Camp Wainwright? That's right, folks. Right there. Montana. Camp Wainwright. Tunnel systems leading right into the United States that'll take them down into California area. That could take them down into let me see, that's what is this, Wyoming? Is this Wyoming? I can't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. This is Camp Wainwright right here, leading down into Montana. Can take you down this way into Texas, right where Lubbock is, where we just saw the surface-to-air missile platforms. With all of these Walmart closures, Tulsa, Oklahoma, yes, of course. Some of the ones in Texas, right here, Brandon, Florida, Pico Rivera, California. You put all of this together, what I'm showing you right here, military convoys. Now think about this just for 1 second. You want to bring in military forces into the United States. And you want to do it under the cover of darkness so citizens do not become aware of your activity. How do you do it? That's right. You transport the military equipment to a base that's going to lead you through the tunnel right into the United States. And no one would ever even know they were coming. No one would even know. Right here in Mexico. See this coming up through here? Right below Texas, we've been hearing about activity going on down there. Interestingly enough, there was even some reports that some more radioactive materials were stolen down in Mexico. I wonder where they could have went. Maybe that's why all of these government forces are finding all of these tunnels that they claim that are being transporting drugs across to into the United States. Maybe it's because of them building their own tunnels, maybe even more tunnels. They're stumbling across tunnels that these other people have made to smuggle their dope into the United States. Who knows? It's only a possibility. But one other thing I wanted to show you here, just a quick second. Kind of got this slow motion for you, but if you'll notice here with all of these points right here, these reference points, it seems like the United States is always constantly being bombarded. You know, they claim that these are what you call hacking attacks, but that's not necessarily true because there's a lot of telnet activity, a lot of SSH activity, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's hacking attacks. It means that there is activity coming into the United States via those communication devices. Now, what you'll notice is Washington. Here is the point right here that we saw leading from the west coast of California down to Nevada right here. Notice that all the points right here are right on the map as far as the tunnel systems go. Watch, let me show you. This right here is, of course, Missouri. This right here I do believe is Colorado, Utah, Texas, California, and Washington. And then, of course, you see Florida, Brandon right here, right? All of those right here on the map. Oh, let me go back here. Let me go back as you can see Florida here. Okay, so there you have Washington is on the point right here. Even a tunnel coming up through here. There's a point right there, right where you see on that IP Viking. Right here on the edge of California is that point right here that leads right this way. There it is. If you look at the Missouri right here, dead smack in the center, right there is a junction point. All right there, it just appears right there. Texas. Right there. What is this point right here that appears on the IP Viking right there? See it? There. So all I'm saying is this looks rather really strange to me. Now it is all up to you guys to figure out what this all means and whether I am onto something. Whether we are all onto something, because if you agree with me, that means we are all in this and we concur that there is something strange about these tunnel systems. And what do we expect to see? Why is Jade Helm really going to be held? Is it going to be to protect the military vehicles that are going to be coming in? Is it going to be because they are going to have to protect these from hostile citizens when these military convoys come in? But what are they coming in for? Why all of the military exercise, the UK paratroopers and the United States forces practicing over here in North Carolina, the dirty bomb exercises in California, Iowa? What this is Idaho here. Where is Iowa again? Iowa it's over here somewhere. I know it, damn it. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. All right, everybody, I'll leave you with that. Thanks.